The Upanishads, the spiritual writings of ancient India, describe the highest source as a light brighter than 10,000 suns. They teach that one should visualize and meditate on the brightest light imaginable for extended periods of time. One would be filled with light and naturally reach a higher consciousness level. Without knowing these texts, I did exactly that when I was 14 years old. I focused on a shining light for 7 hours straight, with eyes closed and without falling asleep. And I achieved an extraordinarily high state of consciousness that lasted for several weeks, as described in some of my other books. Astronomers have already found things that are brighter than 10,000 suns. For example, quasars. Quasars are said to be the cores of early galaxies. There is a quasar astronomers have called J043947 that shines with the equivalent to 600 trillion suns from a distance of 12.8 billion light-years to Earth. Now that is bright. It is so bright that it defies imagination, so bright that we can see it from such a mind-boggling distance. If you thought the Upanishads brighter than 10,000 suns was extraordinary, you haven't seen a quasar. I share this to give you a feeling of the enormity of the universe you live in. Consider, the core of an atom is brightness. The core of a star is brightness. The core of a solar system is brightness, its sun or star. The core of a galaxy is brightness. It therefore follows that the core of the universe is also brightness. Even though we can't see the core or source of the universe with our naked eye, we can extrapolate that it must be an extremely bright light, because all cores in the universe that we do see are bright lights. When, therefore, ancient cosmologies say that the source of all things is light, they are probably right. The source or core of a thing, anything that exists, is bright light, both in a physical sense and in a spiritual sense. The ancient Vedic text, Bhagavad Gita, says in its chapter 8, "These light and dark are beginningless and eternal as the material universes. The former leads to salvation, nirvana, and the latter leads to rebirth." That means that the highest state of enlightenment, or nirvana, is to return to the light, merge with the light, become the light. That is our final destination as souls. The New Testament of the Bible says, in John chapter 1, verse 15, "God is light, and in him is no darkness at all." In Genesis 1, verse 3, the Old Testament says, "God said, 'Let there be light,' and there was light." And in Psalm 118, "God is the Lord who has shown us the light." The Quran says this, "Allah is the light of the heavens and the earth. The similitude of his light is as a lustrous niche wherein is a lamp. The lamp is in a glass. The glass is, as it were, a glittering star. It is lit from a blessed tree, an olive, neither of the east nor of the west, whose oil would well nigh glow forth even though fire touched it not. Light upon light. Allah guides to his light whomsoever he will." Quran 24:36. All religions refer to the source of the universe as light, and they also say that light is within us. The mystic Rumi said, "When you have accepted the light, O beloved, when you behold what is veiled without a veil, like a star you will walk upon the heavens." The divines say it, Matthew 6:22, "If thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light." John chapter 12, verse 36. This means that if your heart is focused on the highest light only, your body will be full of light. While you have the light, believe in the light, that you may become sons of light. And from Luke 11:36, if then your whole body is full of light, having no dark part, the whole body will be full of light, as when the bright shining of a lamp gives you light. And the Buddha said, how many sources of light are in the world, by means of which the world is illuminated? We have come to ask the Blessed One this: how are we to understand it? There are 4 sources of light in the world. A 5th one is not found here. The sun shines by day, the moon glows at night, and fire flares up here and there, both by day and night. But the awakened one is the best of those that shine. He is the light unsurpassed. Just like the light of the stars congregate around the central light, and the planets congregate around the sun, humans congregate around the light of cities. The family congregates in the room where lamps are on, and electrons circle a nucleus. Everything in the universe revolves around light. Everything is in orbit. The brighter the light, the stronger the power and energy. If you ever don't know what to think about or visualize, then think of light. It's one of the best things you can think about. Your body is electromagnetic. Your body is also a producer of electricity and heat. So again, you are light not only in a spiritual sense, but in a very tangible physical sense. If you ever wish to clear your home of gloomy vibes, let in the sunlight. Light creates a better mood. The word light itself derives from the Latin word lux. The same word is also the root for luxury. Light and luxury have the same root. Luxury, however, is the external light, and spirituality is the internal light. Those who have little internal energy, or light, overemphasize external luxury. And those who have a lot of inner light sometimes neglect any external display of riches. Ideally, one can balance inner light and outer light. Finally, rather than looking for the light, I recommend you be the light. Why? Because, as the Buddha said, when you shine a light for another, you light your own path.